When I search China, why China, does China, I get the most recommended search results. So, what were the most popular searches in 2020 about China in the world's biggest search engine? Let's find out.
Does China have electricity?
Nope.
Does China have internet?
Xinyue, do we have internet here?
Does China have elevators?
Of course not. What are you talking about?
Does China have cars?
No, they also don't have cars, alright? Can I guess a bit more serious questions in here?
Does China have daylight savings?
No, but there's one time zone for the entire of China.
Does China own Disney?
嘿，大家好，是我米老鼠。
No, they don't. But they love it. See? Wherever you go, you see Mickey Mouse, Marvel characters, princesses, Frozen. But wait, why would anyone think China owns Disney?
对了，要不要进我的妙妙屋？
Does China have Christmas?
Yes, they do. Actually, it's like Valentine's Day here. You can celebrate it, but you don't get a day off. And if you're single, you might get apples on Christmas. The Chinese word for Christmas Eve is 平安夜, and the Chinese word for apple is 苹果. You see what I'm saying here? It makes so much sense.
Does China make everything?
No, they don't. But almost everything.
Do all Chinese people?
Wait, all Chinese people? Man, it will take me hundreds of years to get this answer.
Do all Chinese people know Kung Fu?
你会功夫吗？不会啊。
Do all Chinese people have straight hair?
No，
Do the Chinese think all white people look the same?
Well, let me ask you this. Do you think we look the same?
No, he's so handsome.
Does all Chinese food have MSG?
Well, not really. Not all of it have MSG. But if you're up for the challenge... Ooh, watch this.
Why do Chinese people drink hot water?
Well, you know, hot water improves your circulation. You need circulation for all your body functions. Therefore, hot water is the cure for everything.
Wow.
Well, almost everything.
Why do Chinese people like bread?
Well, so many reasons. Chinese New Year, China's national flag, Chinese weddings, red packets. But the most important reason is that in Chinese culture, red can exorcise evil spirits.
Why do Chinese work so hard?
Wow. Chinese people are definitely the hardest workers I've ever met. Well, that's mainly because in China there's these two phrases now very popular. One is called 打工人, which means workers, and the other called 内卷, which means involution. In China there's large population, shortage of demand for work, and hence there's fierce competition in the workplace. You must work long hours in order to survive. You have to deliver faster, work more hours in the office in order to not be left out. So yes, Chinese people are very diligent, hard workers.
How do Chinese names work?
My name is Gao Yousi in Chinese. So you just gotta call my name and I reply. It's very easy. Hey, you see? Not so difficult.
Why are Chinese people really good at math?
Let's find out. I'm here outside a Chinese educational bookstore. Elementary school. Let's see what you have here. This is for 6th graders. Wow, look at these things. Yep, this is... I don't think I studied these until I was in high school. There's some really complicated equations and geometry. Well, you see, so that's what you learn when you're in elementary school in China.
Does China own every panda in the world?
Yes, China owns every single giant panda, including these little guys.
Why does China own all of the pandas?
Oh, China natural habitat allowed them to survive here much better than any other place. Later, China started this thing called panda diplomacy, where they would lend out pandas to other countries. But they must have a Chinese name, like these twins. They're called Mengbao and Mengyu. Look at them playing. So, how would you call a panda?
How do you use a Chinese squat toilet?
That's a really good question. Let me show you. So, here's a toilet, here's you. You enter, you sit like this. Okay. Oh. I can't do it either. Guys.
How did China become a superpower?
Superpower? Well, it depends how you define it. Economically speaking, China has pulled off an economic miracle in the last 40 years. With the demographic dividend and opening reforms, China's production and consumption ability has increased. And now, yes, it's an economic superpower. But if you ask this question ideologically, well, just go see it for yourself, man. Go feel the world.
How China could be carbon neutral by mid-century?
That's a great question. No, there's a place in China called Saihanba. Go look it up. 30 years ago it was like this. And now it's like this. China set some really aggressive targets to cut its greenhouse emissions by 2060, aiming to become carbon neutral. They're going to use a lot of renewable energy and renewable electricity. So if things go to plan, it's going to be carbon neutral. We all hope so. Crossing fingers.
Who is the Chinese god?
In ancient China, figures like Fuxi, Nuwa, Pangu were created. But my favorite one is Caishen, the god of wealth. Right? But don't misunderstand the concept of God in China. There's a popular Chinese saying that says, there are no real superheroes, only the common people. So in most contemporary China, they believe in their own efforts and power.
What did China find on the moon?
China sent this really cool space rocket, Chang'e 5, to the moon, and they found out some really rare lunar rocks, just from up there. One finding said that we cannot grow vegetables on the moon. Oh man.
Can you live in China without knowing Chinese?
Yes, you can. Welcome. You can come to the big cities. Definitely, you can get around. But I really highly recommend you to learn Chinese if you want to go to the countryside. But anyways, coming to China, you must learn Mandarin. That's the way to go. So guys, in this, I want to wish you the best year of your life next year. No matter what 2020 was for you, take the positives and continue for an exciting new year. We're gonna be here with you. We wish you happiness, health, and just a hell of a good time. 那么新年快乐，朋友们，明年见。